Many hard-pressed consumers in South Africa can barely keep up with the rising cost of living. Financial institutions are seeing an increase in the number of consumers taking up short-term credit to stay afloat. Increases in the price of fuel, electricity, and transport costs, among other things, have added to consumers' woes. According to Stats SA, the annual consumer price inflation came in at 6.9% in January, down from 7.2% in December. While consumer inflation moderated in January, it remains above the Reserve Bank's target bracket of 3 to 6%. A worrying factor is a high increase in food prices.
There's definitely been a visible increase just in terms of credit use in the country. And you can imagine now that with the growth in essential costs, people do look at other ways to make means end, especially because the spending is on things that we don't want to do without. So credit card debt has definitely seen growth over the past year. And, you know, the growth rates over 2022 have been on the rise.
At the same time, banks say the impact of the rolling blackouts has a direct effect on consumers' credit behavior.
The larger impact from load shedding is the impact on the economy, which in turn impacts our client base, our lending growth, and our bad debts. And, you know, certainly we can see the devastating impact that is having with economic growth. Last year we now saw coming in at 2%. We saw the fourth quarter was negative. Likely that the first quarter of this year will also be negative. So that puts us firmly in the recession territory.
On the other hand, Shoprite says it has spent over 100 million rand on diesel to keep its business going.
We've been asking at least for the relief of the road accident fund, which is a R2.18 per litre. That equates to 10% of the fuel price. So if we take 564 million that we spend, less 10% makes a big difference. And if you think that additional cost actually started to pick or come into play only here from September. In January, again, the group had to flock out more than 150 million for the additional diesel only.
Eskom continues to ration power across the country as its aging coal plants struggle to generate electricity. The power utility has been moving between stages 3 to 6 of power cuts in the past 6 months, and consumers and businesses alike are feeling the brunt of the intense rolling blackouts. Nothando Makutulela, SABC News, Johannesburg.